Good morning and welcome to Stony Brook University. My name is Nancy Toms, and as President of the University Senate, I am honored to serve as the Grand Marshal for today's ceremony. Here now, in the presence of the candidates for academic recognition, of our Suffolk County representatives, of members of the Stony Brook Council, of our SUNY trustee, faculty, administration, alumni, honored guests, and friends of the State University of New York at Stony Brook, the 59th Commencement is hereby convened. Now, please rise as you are able for the singing of our national anthem that will be led by Alina Tamburino. Please be seated. It is a pleasure to welcome the university's special guests who have joined us today. United States Senator, the Honorable Charles Schumer. United States Representative, the Honorable Lee Zeldin. New York State Senate Minority Leader, the Honorable John Flanagan. New York State Senator, the Honorable James Goldman. New York State Senator, the Honorable Kenneth P. Lowe. New York State Assemblyman, the Honorable Steve Engelbrecht. Suffolk County Executive, the Honorable Steve Malone. Brookhaven Town Councilwoman, the Honorable Valerie Cartwright. State University of New York Trustee, Carrie Stoller. And the members of the Stony Brook Council, Council Chair Kevin Law, the Reverend Michael Smith, and Frank Tribe. The President of the Alumni Association, Adele Saget, the the president of the graduate student organization, James Vassallo. President of the undergraduate student government, Eustace Timofeyevich. And the senior class representative, Jim Wood. Thank you to each of our special guests for joining us on this special occasion. It is now my distinct pleasure to present to you the president of Stony Brook University, Dr. Samuel L. Stanley, Jr.
I would like to add my greetings to all present today, members of the faculty and staff, parents and friends of the graduates, our special guests, our distinguished honorary degree recipients, and above all, the graduating class of 2019. Welcome to Stony Brook's 59th Commencement. It's now my pleasure to introduce someone whose extraordinary service to the state of New York speaks for itself. Although he's a Brooklyn resident, you'd never know it due to his tireless advocacy for Long Island. A close friend of mine and the Stony Brook family, our United States Senator, Chuck Schumer.
Thank you, President Stanley. And it's a great honor to be here. Sam Stanley and the whole staff, faculty, aides, all the way down to the people who keep the place clean at night have made Stony Brook one of the best universities, not only in New York, not only in our country, but in the world. Great job. That's true. And now to the great class of 2019, Stony Brook. Congratulations. You've made it. First, I'd like to announce my class gift. As you know, it's hard to pay for college. If you're poor, and graduate school, both. If you're poor, the federal government helps you out. That's a good thing, but what about the middle class? So a few years ago, I wrote a law, it's now on the books, that says you or your parents, whoever paid for college or graduate school, can take as a full tax credit $2,500 off your federal taxes for every year of college or graduate school, provided, in Washington there's always a provided your family income is below $200,000 a year. So if you come from a family that makes below $200,000, make sure you or mom or dad, whoever paid, takes that credit. Last year, about a quarter of all the people who are entitled to it didn't take it because it's relatively new. If you happen to forget, you can actually file a form, a short form with the IRS, and get up to 3 years back, a check in the mail for $7,500. Not a bad class gift. Now what happens if you come from a family that makes above $200,000 a year? God bless you. I'd like to say a word to the moms and dads. I know how you feel. A few short years ago, my wife Iris and I sat where you did, watched our daughter Allison come up on the platform, get her diploma. It was one of the greatest days of our lives. You've been through a lot as parents. Not easy raising kids these days, but now you get to see all your blood and sweat and tears pay off as your son or daughter gets the diploma and becomes an adult before your very eyes. Congratulations to the moms and dads. One more word of thanks. We're sitting here having a great time, but there are young men and women in our armed forces, many your age, many here from Long Island, who are serving our country, many in dangerous places overseas, like in Iraq and Afghanistan. Let's have a round of applause for them. They're defending our freedom and our American way of life. Now, to this great class of 2019. So, all those late nights in the library, early mornings in the classroom, have earned you a degree from what is truly a world-class institution. Most young people your age will not even get any college degree, let alone one so fine as Stony Brook's. It's good you have it, because the world into which you're graduating is moving so very, very fast. This is an era of profound economic and social change. In the old days, When you graduated from college, the odds were pretty high you'd have the same job in the same field for 40 years. That's not so true anymore. Many of you will have several jobs, some of you several careers. Along with those changes, the internet has put so much information at our fingertips, it's sometimes hard to figure out what's important and to distinguish between what's true and what is not. All too often, the loudest voices get the most attention. And a generation ago, things like terrorist attacks and mass shootings were never heard of. Now we hear of them almost every month. So there's a lot going on in this world. But the good news is this: your generation is better equipped than any other that came before it to adapt to these changes, to overcome the obstacles they present, and seize the opportunities they afford. Right now, though, sitting in your seats, you may not be sure of what comes next. With so much of the world changing around you, sometimes it may feel like you're jumping into an abyss. But the key, graduates, is not to fear the unknown. Embrace it, relish it, soak up every possibility it has to offer. How do I know? Well, I remember my setbacks and experiences in college. I went to James Madison High School, which was a working class high school in southern Brooklyn. From there, I was lucky enough to get into Harvard. Now, in those days, no one from my background went to Harvard. It was all fancy kids from New England private schools. And I was the son of an exterminator who never went to college. I went to a public school in Brooklyn long before Brooklyn was cool. I was scared. So I went to the one fellow from my high school who went to Harvard before me. His name was Red O'Brien. We had both played on our school's basketball team. When I asked Red how to make it in college, he had graduated several years earlier, he told me, very matter-of-factly, he said, "Chuck, try out for the freshman basketball team. They're terrible, just like Madison's team. So you'll make the team easily, and those will be your friends. That's who you'll hang out with." He did have a point. You know what the motto of our team was at Madison's basketball team? You know what the motto was there? "We may be small, but we're slow." So now it's tryouts, where we're in these little numbers. The coach calls me up. "Number 27, yes sir. You're Schumer, yes sir. You played for Madison, yes sir. How's Coach so-and-so? He's fine, sir." Then he sort of looks at me quizzically. He said, "You played forward?" I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "How tall are you?" I said, "I'm 6'1", sir." He said, "Can you dribble?" I said, "That's not really my strong suit, sir." He said, "Go home." He didn't watch me touch a basketball. So I was distraught. I wrote a note to my mom saying, "Mom, it's only 2 weeks into school. I'm a flop here already. I'm coming home." And I actually started to pack my bags. But as fate would have it, as I was packing up late that night, somebody knocked on my door. Who could it be? Was it my parents coming to take me home? Nope. Was it the basketball coach coming to give me a second chance? No way. Was it the cool kid down the hall inviting me to the big party that weekend? No such luck. I slowly turned the door and opened it up. And there, standing across the threshold, was someone who said, "I'm from the Harvard Young Democrats. We're working for a man named Eugene McCarthy, who's running in the New Hampshire primary. He's for ending the war in Vietnam." Well, I didn't have a political bone in my body. My father was a Republican, my mother a Democrat. But I'd lost some friends in the Vietnam War. And I was worried about the future of our country, the country I loved. And so I said something to him that changed the course of my life. I shrugged my shoulders when he asked me to join up, and I said, "Okay." The next morning, I got on a bus, went with a whole group of kids from the Boston area up to New Hampshire. I loved it. It was like sports, teamwork. We divided up neighborhoods and knocked on doors. We designed our own leaflets. And over the next few months on the snowy streets of New Hampshire, working for an insurgent presidential campaign, I was bitten by the political bug. Now, McCarthy didn't win the primary in New Hampshire, but he came so close that the incumbent president, Lyndon Johnson, stepped down after just a term in office. A ragtag group of students and other assorted nobodies changed the course of history. As many of you are trying to do today, and God bless you for it. So I thought to myself, what a system, what a country. And I was inspired to dedicate myself to making America a better place. I realized how much I love politics and how deeply I cared about its impact on people. Maybe it was luck. I'd like to think it was God's hand. But I took a leap and said, okay, to something new and completely different, and it enriched my life forever. So graduates, on this day of your great achievement, my advice to you, take the risk, follow your passion. For those of us who have gotten older and look back on life, one of the most painful things to think about is what we call the what-ifs. What if I'd only done this? What if I'd only gone there? In life, there are always going to be moments that present new opportunities and change the course of things forever. They won't be advertised as such. No one's going to label them for you when they appear. And sometimes, they're just as unassuming as a late night knock on your door. You just need to keep your eyes open to them. So my message to the class of 2019 is simple. Go for it. You're about to cast off into the unknown, and I know it can sometimes be really scary. But you've got great assets, a great education here at Stony Brook, loving families who will have your backs through thick and thin. So class, garner up your courage and your strength. Put aside your doubts. Take a chance. And if you do, it is my hope, it is my prayer, and indeed it is my confidence that you will find true joy and success in life. To this great class of 2019, congratulations! Good luck! Godspeed, and don't forget, go for it!
Thank you so much, Senator Schumer. Let's hear it for the Senator. Distinguished members of the class of 2019, you are among the more than 7,500 students that will receive a total of 7,625 degrees from Stony Brook University this year. And that is an all-time record on both counts. Our graduates span 69 countries, 39 states, and range in age from 18 to 72. 72. Mary Seymour, are you here? There she is. If I may say, you're an amazing looking 72. Congratulations. And we are proud of each and every one of you. And that pride translates into great expectations for your future. Why am I so confident about your future? Because so many of your classmates have already done amazing things. Each year, I like to highlight just a few of the incredible graduates of Stony Brook University. I really would like to feature each and every one of you. But I did the math, and at 5 minutes per student, it would significantly prolong today's ceremony by about 9 days. So instead, I'm just going to focus on 4. Belinda Casablanca, will you please stand? Oh, there she is. Thank you. Belinda moved to the United States from El Salvador when she was 18 years old, married and a mother of 2, and speaking no English. She attended a community college at night while caring for her family, and then transferred into Stony Brook University. She has excelled at Stony Brook, becoming a scholar of English and Spanish literature, and winning the Alpha Sigma Lambda Award, which recognizes outstanding non-traditional students, and the Sanchez Scholarship for her achievements. Belinda will be graduating with her BA in Hispanic Languages and Literature. She has already completed the teacher preparation program and will continue her studies this fall in the master's program in Hispanic Languages and Literature at SBU. Belinda, congratulations on everything you've done. Yilin Liu, will you please stand? There she is. Yilin is an international student who has found her passion for studying neuroscience and aging through our undergraduate research programs. She began with neuroimaging research of neurological disorders with Dr. Duong in radiology and completed her senior thesis in cognitive decline in Parkinson's disease in Dr. Leung's lab in the psychology department. She has been on the Dean's List and has served as an undergraduate teaching assistant in multiple upper division classes in psychology. Yilin will graduate with a BS in psychology and applied mathematics and has been accepted into the PhD program in cognitive neuroscience systems in the Department of Psychology at the University of Arizona. Yilin, congratulations on all of your success. Yark Bian, will you please rise? Yark is graduating with her Bachelor of Arts degree in Political Science and a minor in International Studies. Yark serves on the President's Council of Student Advisors, COSA, which advises my office on key student issues. She is also one of 10 students chosen to represent Stony Brook as a student ambassador. She works as an undergraduate college fellow responsible for mentoring students during their transition from high school to college and as a Stony Brook University tour guide. She is also an entrepreneur, selling hair care and skincare products through her own company. But most impressive to me is that Yark helped found Stony Brook University's Center for Civic Justice and has helped register more than 17,500 students to vote during her time at SBU. Because of her work and many others, Stony Brook University has received national awards for our success in voter registration. Following graduation, Yark will take a year to work on her company, and then will pursue graduate studies in the near future. Yark, thank you for all of your contributions to the university and our community. Jung Young Han, will you please stand? 2 years ago at our 2017 commencement, Doctor of Musical Arts students Jung Young Han thrilled our audience with her rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner in our alma mater. What we didn't talk about at that time was how hard Jung had to work to achieve her goal to become a singer. As a music student who is blind, she needs to spend hours memorizing her scores and sometimes having them rendered in Braille. Even more challenging is opera, with spoken lines and stage direction. And she became one of the few individuals who was blind to perform a major role at the collegiate level when she performed in Benjamin Britten's opera, The Rape of Lucretia, at SBU. As her academic advisor, Professor Perry Goldstein wrote, she is remarkable in every way, having taken full advantage of what the department has to give while maintaining a perfect 4.0 GPA. Julia, yeah. Julia graduates today with a doctorate in musical arts and voice performance and will be pursuing a teaching position in classical voice at the collegiate level. Ji-Yun, thank you so much for all you have contributed to Stony Brook University and our superb music department.
How does that not inspire people to see someone accomplish something like that?
Please join me in congratulating again these 4 amazing students and all of the people who are graduating today. Your stories continue to inspire me every year. Now it turns out today marks a personal milestone. My 10th spring commencement as I mark 10 years as the president of Stony Brook University. Thank you. And I wanted to take just a few minutes to acknowledge all we've accomplished over these 10 years. We've been in the top 3% of the nation in improving graduation rates, and become the only school in the prestigious Association of American Universities to simultaneously have eliminated difference in graduation rates between Pell eligible and non-Pell students, and between students of color and white students. The most important study ever published on the impact of social mobility demonstrated that Stony Brook was number 3 in the country in helping students and their families go from the bottom 20% of income to the top 20% of income. We have set, thank you. We have set all new highs in research funding and raised more than $730 million for the university over these 10 years. We successfully competed for the privilege of managing Brookhaven National Laboratory for the Department of Energy and successfully opened a campus in Korea. And for good measure, we went to the College World Series and the NCAA men's basketball tournament. Let's hear it for that too. And that hard work has been recognized by achieving our highest rankings in U.S. News & World Report ever. All of this done in a very challenging fiscal environment for higher education. So to the students, faculty, and staff, members of the Stony Brook Foundation, members of the Stony Brook Council, elected officials, and particularly to my senior leadership team, many of whom are on this dais, thank you for all you have done to make Stony Brook University better. And I think we all are grateful. It's time to acknowledge one more group. I would like to extend a special word of thanks to the parents, relatives, and friends of our graduates who have helped them in ways material and otherwise to reach the academic goal they have achieved today. I know that it has not always been easy for you, that in some cases it has required real sacrifice to make this day possible. But I also know the joy that a family member feels when a son or daughter, grandchild, niece, nephew, or close friend achieves an important goal. And I'm happy that I have the chance to share that joy with all of you today. So to the graduates, let me say years from now, when you think about this day, and you will, what you remember most is not the commencement speeches or the details of the ceremony, but being with your loved ones, friends, and family members, and their joy of your success. And that's the way it should be. So, beginning with move-in day, or parking in South Pelon, common experience, orientation, new student convocation, from your first class, probably in Javits, and your first college laboratory, to the Roth Pond Regatta, the Seawolf Showcase, Wolfstock, Strawberry Fest, Diversity Day, the Eureka Celebration, the Wolfieland Carnival, working out at the Rec Center, meeting friends on the Scholar Steps, attending amazing concerts with Walk the Moon, Future Cash, Fetty Wap, DNC, Post Malone, 21 Savage, comedian Jay Farrow, or ASP Ferg, or interacting with Stony Brook guests like Trevor Noah, Michael J. Fox, Eric Holder, Soledad O'Brien, Joe Biden, or Justice Sonia Sotomayor. I hope your journey at Stony Brook University has empowered you to make a real difference as you go out to improve our world. Thank you.
Thank you, President Stanley. We now begin the conferral of honorary degrees. Recipients of the honorary degree have distinguished themselves by their contributions to their field, to society, and to the university. This year, we are honored to recognize 3 individuals for their exceptional achievements. Yesterday, Greg Marshall was presented with an honorary Doctor of Science at our doctoral graduation and hooding ceremony, and today joins us as a distinguished member of our platform party. Today, conferring honorary degrees on behalf of the State University of New York are State University of New York trustee Carrie Stoller, President Samuel L. Stanley Jr., and Provost Michael Bernstein.
I have the sad duty to inform you that one of our distinguished honorary degree recipients, Tarana Burke, lifelong civil rights activist and founder of the Me Too movement, informed us yesterday of the passing of her stepfather, and so she regretfully cannot attend today. I know you'll join me in extending our sincere condolences to her and her family. Will Alan Alda please come forward? You are an acclaimed actor, director, and writer, and a steadfast champion for science communication and women's rights. Yeah. You have received international recognition for your 60-plus year career in theater, television, and film, and have earned 7 Emmy Awards and 6 Golden Globes. You created the much-loved character of Hawkeye Pierce on the groundbreaking TV show MASH, as well as other memorable characters on The West Wing and 30 Rock, and numerous award-winning films. Your love of science drew you to PBS, where you hosted Scientific American Frontiers for 12 years, bringing top scientists into the homes of millions. In 2009, you brought your commitment to science education to Stony Brook University, helping to found the Alan Alda Center for Communicating Science. The Alda Center empowers scientists to communicate complex topics in engaging ways, helping to facilitate the understanding of scientific information by the public. You have received numerous awards for this work, including the National Academy of Sciences Public Welfare Medal and Scientific American's Lifetime Achievement Award. And your work continues as you tirelessly strive to improve the dissemination of scientific information throughout the world. For the lasting impact you have made on our society, the State University of New York is honored to award you with an honorary degree of Doctor of Fine Arts.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the State University Board of Trustees, the faculty of the State University of New York concurring, I confer upon you an honorary degree, honoris causa, and invest upon you with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. In token thereof, I direct that you be provided with a diploma and vested with the hood representative of this specific degree conferred.
I can't wait to find out what my rights and privileges are. You know, I gotta tell you, I was really moved when I saw you graduates filing in today. I was in a box up there. I saw you from above. And I saw what looked like a mile-long stream of red. And I'm telling you, I was so touched by the sight of all this intelligence and vigor, energy. 4,000 degrees here today. 4,000 degrees. You're hot. I don't know if it's occurred to you that the three of us who are being awarded honorary degrees have something in common. All three of us have looked under the surface and found something that was too little noticed or unnoticed before. Tarana Burke, who has fought so hard against sexual abuse, sexual harassment, has helped bring that to the surface, that issue, not only in our country, but around the world. Greg Marshall, who invented the critter cam, showed us something not just about human behavior, which Tarana Burke did, but about the behavior of other animals, using a camera strapped to the animal so that the animal is captured in real time, in their real habitat, doing things we've never seen them do before, bringing to the surface a knowledge of our cousins around the animal kingdom. So you might wonder, what's the connection between those two people who have brought something important to the surface and all the Center for Communicating Science, because I represent them today. Those brilliant instructors at the Alda Center have unearthed something. Yes, thank you. I'm so proud of our team, and what we brought to the surface is something that every human needs to bring to the surface, which is empathy, the ability to connect with another person, so that when you try to communicate something to them, whether it's something complex, like science, or medicine, or if you're a doctor talking to a patient, and you have to help that patient understand what they can do to get healthy again, or even to face death. You need to be able to compassionately talk with them, to take them into account. You're not just rattling off what you know. And by now you all know a lot. But you have to connect with the other person to communicate with them, even if it's something as complex as your own feelings toward a partner. If the Center for Communicating Science can continue to do its work for the next few decades, the world will be changed. Because not only will science be communicated better, not only by scientists with the public, scientists with other scientists, scientists with policymakers, not only will doctors and patients communicate better, but all the fields in the world, everything that we all do can benefit from this, because just think, in schoolyards, bullying could go down. The tensions that lead to war can go down. I know this is an ambitious thought, but we've seen it changing people over and over again for the past 10 years as we've trained 15,000 scientists and medical professionals around the world. It can spread. I hope that you graduates today find what's under the surface in your life, if you haven't found something yet down there that's motivating you, a dream of your own. I'm so grateful to Stony Brook for helping make this dream of mine come true. What's your dream? But you know, it's not enough to have a dream. There's an old song that goes, when you wish upon a star, your dreams come true. It doesn't exactly work that way. You have to work hard. That's a song from a Disney movie, and the Disney company has purchased half the entertainment field, and they didn't do it by wishing on a star. It takes work, but here's the thing, if you dig down under the surface and bring to the surface your own dream, your own thing that motivates you, that makes you want to help other people, that is born from your sense of generosity, the work you do to accomplish that dream won't seem like work. It'll seem like fun. That's how it's been for me. And you may find, as I found, that the dream you start out with can morph into some other dream, and then another dream after that. You don't know where you're going to go. You got to stay loose. Every path leads to another path. Everything you discover leads to 12 other questions that will lead to 12 other discoveries. So I wish you, as you embark today, fortified by this knowledge that's been passed on to you by Stony Brook University, having been given the tools to realize your dream, keep searching, keep looking, keep going deeper, find out what the best, deepest possible dream can be, and never stop. Keep bringing it to the surface and have fun. Thanks so much.
It's now my privilege to present the most distinguished undergraduate honor in recognition of Ward Melville, the first chair of the Stony Brook Council. The Ward Melville Valedictorian Award is given to the graduating seniors who have attained the highest academic average during 4 years at our university. Will the chair of the Stony Brook Council, Mr. Kevin Law, and the president of the Stony Brook Alumni Association, Mr. Bedell Sergey, please come forward, join me in acknowledging these outstanding graduates. And I now invite the class of 2019's Ward Melville valedictorians to please come forward, send the stage, and receive their plaques. Peter Al-Saloom, Bachelor of Science in Biology. Sharon Benedette, Bachelor of Arts and Master of Arts in Linguistics. David Bishop, Bachelor of Science in Mathematics and Economics. Renee Chen, Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science, Psychology and Biochemistry. Joseph Magro, Bachelor of Arts, History. Ayumi Shiraishi, Bachelor of Arts in Linguistics. Rushi Wang, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. Anjit Singh, Bachelor of Science in Biology. Matthew Wu, Bachelor of Engineering, Biomedical Engineering. Elise Slotnikova, Bachelor of Science in Chemistry. Okay. I would now like to invite Suffolk County Executive Steve Ballone to assist with the H. Lee Dennison Award, named in honor of Suffolk County's first Chief Executive. This award is presented by our university to the graduating seniors who have entered Stony Brook as transfer students, completing at least 60 credits of letter grade work at Stony Brook and having attained the highest academic average in that work. Will the following awardee please come forward? William Wilcox, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. And there were two other awardees who could not be in attendance today. One Young John, Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, and Kevin Price, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology and Anthropology.
The kid is up there.
One more round of applause, please, for all of these outstanding graduates. Congratulations. Degrees with distinction are conferred upon candidates for the Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Engineering degrees who have completed at least 55 credits at Stony Brook, have letter grades assigned in at least 80% of their coursework, and have attained the requisite grade point averages in their programs. The levels of distinction are cum laude, graduating with honor, representing the 85th percentile of all students; magna cum laude, graduating with great honor, representing the 93rd percentile of all students; and summa cum laude, graduating with the highest honor, representing the 98th percentile of all students. Attainment of a degree with distinction is indicated on each of these students' diplomas and on their permanent academic records. Last night, the university honored these graduates at the Baccalaureate Honors Convocation, during which the stoles that each of them are wearing were presented. Will the candidates graduating with the distinctions of cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude please stand and be recognized? Congratulations. Thank you very much. Now please join me in welcoming the Vice President for Student Affairs and the Dean of Students, Dr. Richard Gitto.
I am honored to introduce today's student speaker, Takia Yisrael. Takia, a Brooklyn native, is graduating as a double major in biochemistry and sociology with a concentration in psychology. She is the proud president of both the Black Student Union and Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, as well as a committee member for numerous diversity and advocacy councils at Stony Brook. As a third-year resident assistant and someone who found her home here at Stony Brook, Takia has made it her mission to help mentor and uplift other students as they navigate their own collegiate journeys. Most recently, Takia received 2 competitive scholarships in recognition of her leadership and social justice involvement on campus. Her work as a marketing and communications intern with the Faculty Student Association has inspired Takia to pursue a career in sales, which she will begin later this summer. Please help me congratulate and welcome Takia to the stage.
Standing here in front of you all today is as terrifying and exhilarating as the first time I stepped foot on Stony Brook campus. See, I remember waiting for my mom to leave, but hoping she'd still be there when I opened my eyes, and I remember following RAs for first night out, but trying to lose them for those sack loop rides. And the freshman 15 just wasn't for me. When I realized being a doctor just wasn't right, but I had so many seawolves by my side to raise me up through this crazy journey, to help me with all the tears and frustrations, all those late night conversations, to a place of transformation on a Kelly balcony. College is hard, but Stony Brook is harder, and we made it. The culmination of all of our late night study sessions and praying for those abundance of caution emails, but regretting them when the professor didn't push back the midterm. Of all the positions we were blessed to get and all the ones we didn't, of skipping one class to study for another, is not just a degree from Stony Brook University. From the moment you stepped foot on this campus until now, you've grown. We all have. From the little stuff like learning that maybe you don't need 4 Tide Pods to do your laundry, or that your RA might be more than just a policy enforcing robot and is actually a person too, trying to figure out this crazy little thing called life, to bigger things like stomaching your first bad grade and figuring out how to make sure you never get another one, or thanking God that you got Red Watch Band trained for the one situation you thought you'd never have to face. So we're not just here today to collect our degrees. We're here to commemorate all the people and the moments that are impossible to forget. Here's to experiencing the first ever concert right here on campus for me, Brookfest. To all the textbook connects with the free PDFs. To the kids who swiped you in when your meal points were low. To the RAs who knew you had no place to go during the break and slipped job applications under your door so you could stay on campus year-round. To the flashback of your first ever finals week when you couldn't figure out the difference between light engineering, old engineering, heavy engineering, new engineering, and whatever other options there were. And someone took the time out of their day to make sure that you found your way. We made it. We are the leaders and the innovators, the thinkers and the doers, experts at turning our failures into the catalyst of our success. How else do you think we got here? Stony Brook gives us the tools and foundation to keep on going. If you've ever crammed a semester's worth of material into your head in one night, performed at the Seawolf Showcase even though you have massive stage fright, stretched $30 for 3 weeks, or managed to stay in your boat at Roth Regatta, give yourself a hand. That's what makes us Seawolf. We make the impossible an everyday feat. So whether you're going on to a job or internship, doing a service project, catching up on all the Z's you've missed these last couple of years, or just learning how to finally adult, feel confident that you have the tools to do whatever you set your mind to. I'd like to end off this speech with an excerpt from John Greenleaf Whittier's poem entitled, "Don't Quit." When things go wrong, as they sometimes will, when the road you're trudging seems all uphill, when the funds are low and the debts are high, when you want to smile but you have to sigh, when care is pressing you down a bit, rest if you must, but don't you quit. Here's to the class of 2019, going far beyond anything we've ever done before. Thank you.
Thank you and congratulations. We now invite President Stanley to join Senior Class Representative Jim Lowe at the Red Deck for a special presentation from the class of 2019.
This is a popular dude.
Good evening, President Stanley, esteemed platform members, faculty, parents, family, friends, and fellow students. Congratulations, class of 2019. My name is Jim Lowe. I am the senior class senator, and I am excited to present this year's senior class gift. In the 2004 to 2005 academic year, the class representative and the Office of Dean of Students established the Student Giving Campaign, which allowed students an opportunity to give back and show their support for Stony Brook. Over the years, students have responded, raising thousands of dollars to fund meaningful initiatives on our campus. They have supported scholarships, student life, advanced the reach of the university's research and service missions, and helped to restore communities during times of need. Under the leadership of the Senior Legacy Council, the class of 2019 mobilized to continue this important tradition. As a result of the leadership and vision, 642 seniors contributed to this year's class gift. You can identify these super seawolves by the red and black generosity cords that we are wearing. I would like to thank the members of the council and ask them to stand in recognition of their good and important work. The members of the Senior Legacy Council are Zainab Amajar, Allison Asher, Rahima Bukhari, Namita Chaturvedi, Preksha Derhi, Cassie Donahue, Eva Gallegos, Alexa Gomberg, Swati Gupta, Jonathan Haynes, Jessica Jin, Julie Johnsonbo, Annette Kuruvilla, me, Julia Montemach, Bernard Opon, Darian Sorori, Vincent Bavaro, and Julia Zambito. As contributors, we are not only helping to leave our mark here at Stony Brook, but are also demonstrating our citizenship to the world and taking the first step in becoming active, loyal alumni. I'm excited to report that the senior class has raised more than $21,000 to support the Stony Brook Fund for Excellence, general scholarships, School of Medicine, School of Nursing, the Marching Band, Student Life, the Stoller Center, and many other important parts of our university. Dr. Stanley, as a senior class representative, I am thrilled to present you with a check to the Stony Brook Foundation. We hope that our contribution will allow us to leave a living legacy to the university and community. To my fellow graduates, thank you for contributing, and I look forward to seeing you at homecoming on October 5th, 2019.
I'm so proud of the senior class, and please join me again in thanking them for this gift. And as we had promised, my wife, Dr. Ellen Lee, and I are going to get out our checkbook and match this gift, dollar for dollar, and write a check for $21,614.55 to be used for student needs.
Hello everyone, my name is Yusuf Klimavichus, President of the Undergraduate Student Government.
And my name is James Vassallo, President of the Graduate Student Organization. And can we take another moment to thank Dr. Stanley and Dr. Lee for their generosity?
It is true that the class of 2019 has truly made significant impacts on our campus and within the community. However, it would be a disservice to not acknowledge the outstanding contributions of one member of the university today.
With 10 long years of dedication to Stony Brook University, this person has truly championed the increase in services provided, created a strong brand for the university, and fearlessly advocates for better support to higher education institutions.
Recently, this person invited the two of us to meet with several members of Congress to advocate on behalf of the student body at Stony Brook University, discussing important issues like financial aid, DACA, research grants, and more. During one of our meetings, one congressman in particular, who is here today, turned to this person and said, "You know what? The students really need to make you into a superhero, like one of the Avengers or something, but for Stony Brook."
So to show appreciation for this person's dedicated service to the university, we would like to give a gift inspired by Lee Zeldin to Dr. Samuel Stanley Jr.
President Stanley, we present to you your custom-designed Stony Brook superhero t-shirt.
And your superhero cape.
With this new outfit, we hope Super Sam can continue to help take this university further, faster in the years to come. Thank you, President Stanley.
We will now begin the presentation of the candidates. Every year, master's and bachelor's candidates are individually acknowledged during their department, college, school, and program convocations. Today's candidates will be acknowledged as a group and presented to President Stanley by their deans. I'd like to invite the Dean of the School of Nursing, Dr. Lisa Bolitos, to begin the presentation of our candidates.
Candidates for the Bachelor of Science and Master of Science degrees in the School of Nursing, please stand. President Stanley, I have the distinct honor to present to you this year's School of Nursing candidates. Candidates, please be seated. It is my pleasure to now introduce the Dean of the School of Social Welfare, Dr. Jacqueline Mondros.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science and Master of Social Work degrees in the School of Social Welfare please stand? President Stanley, with great pleasure, I present to you this year's School of Social Welfare candidates. Please stand. Please welcome Dean Lisa Johnson, Interim Dean of the School of Health, Technology, and Management.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science and the Master of Science degree in the School of Health, Technology, and Management please stand? President Stanley, I present to you this year's candidates from the School of Health, Technology, and Management. Candidates, please be seated. It is with great pleasure that I introduce the Associate Vice President for Professional Education and Assistant Provost for Engaged Learning, Patricia Malone.
Will the candidates for the Masters of Arts in Liberal Studies, the Masters of Professional Studies, the Masters of Arts in Teaching, Master of Science in Human Resource Management, Master of Arts in Higher Education Administration, Postmaster Certificates in Educational Leadership and School District Business Leadership, and the Advanced Graduate Certificates from the School of Professional Development, please stand.
Just one person.
President Stanley, I am so proud to present to you this year's School of Professional Development candidates. Candidates, please be seated. I now invite Dr. Paul Shepson, Dean of the School of Marine and Atmospheric Sciences, to come forward.
Will all candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Master of Science, and Master of Arts from the School of Marine and Atmospheric Sciences please stand? President Stanley, I'm proud to present to you the School of Marine and Atmospheric Sciences candidates. Candidates, please be seated. Please welcome the Interim Dean of the School of Journalism, Dr. Laura Lindenfeld.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts degree from the School of Journalism please stand? President Stanley, I present to you this year's not timid School of Journalism's candidates. Please be seated. It's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Manuel London, Dean of the College of Business.
Will this year's candidates for the Bachelor of Science, Master of Science in Accounting, Master of Business Administration, and Master of Science in Finance degrees in the College of Business please stand? President Stanley, I present to you the College of Business candidates. Candidates, you may now be seated. I now invite Dr. Fotis Soteropoulos, Dean of the College of Engineering and Applied Sciences, to present his candidates.
Will the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Engineering, Bachelor of Science, Master of Science, and Advanced Graduate Certificates in the College of Engineering and Applied Sciences please rise? President Stanley, it is with great pleasure and immense pride I present to you the College of Engineering and Applied Sciences candidates, our biggest graduating class ever. Please be seated. Please welcome Dr. Nicole Sampson, Interim Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, to present her candidates.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Arts, Master of Music, Master of Science, Master of Science in Instrumentation, Master of Arts, Master of Fine Arts, and Advanced Graduate Certificates in the College of Arts and Sciences please stand?
At this time, I invite all the candidates for the degrees of bachelor's, master's, and advanced certificates from all our colleges, schools, and programs to rise. President Stanley, I have the honor to present to you these candidates, and I respectfully request that you confer upon them the degrees and certificates for which they are qualified.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, and upon recommendation of the faculty, I confer upon all of you who have completed the respective requirements the degree of Master of Arts, Master of Fine Arts, Master of Science, Master of Science in Accounting, Master of Science in Finance, Master of Music, Master of Social Work, Master of Arts in Liberal Studies, Master of Arts in Higher Education Administration, Master of Professional Studies, Master of Arts in Teaching, Master of Business Administration, Master of Philosophy, Master of Public Health, Advanced Certificates, Advanced Graduate Certificates, the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, and the degree of Bachelor of Engineering, with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations. Graduates, you may now turn your tassels from right to left and toss your caps if you want. Before we close, I'd like to do two things. First of all, I'd like to do something that I haven't done for the 10 commencements I've done, and I should have. That's to thank the amazing people who put this commencement together. I don't have time to thank all of them, but they're incredible. Let me single out two, Diana Hannon and Christina Cabral. Thank you so much for everything putting this together. We are so grateful. Thank you. And now I want to extend a special word of thanks again to the parents, relatives, and friends of our graduates who helped them realize the academic goal they achieved today. I invite all of the family members who can to stand and be recognized for all their efforts in making this day a reality for our Stony Brook University graduates, and let's applaud them. And now I invite everyone to remain standing and join Alina Tamburini in singing Stony Brook's alma mater, which can be found in your program on page 82.
Congratulations. Congratulations, my Well, he's going to take a picture of all of us.
He's going to take one of all of us, so tell them to move Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you.
What?
He's got to go get to know.
Okay.
Or her come here, one or the other.
Just tell them maybe come here.
Daddy, tell her to come here, Daddy. Oh, okay.
He's right out front at gate 6.
Gate 6.
I think that was gate 6 we came in, right?
Yeah. That got over a little sooner than I thought.
What?
Will you be okay?
By the time we get there and get out of this parking lot,
It's dead now because the temperature is
by the time we take pictures and get out of here, it's going to be like 1:30.
Okay. What time is it now?
12:30. Okay, all right. That's good.
Oh, you're right here. Steven's over here. Steven's right here. Who's at behind you? Congratulations, he's over there somewhere.
We'll meet you at gate 6 out there.
He's like right there. He's just right.
All right, we're going to go that way.
Okay, wait. What am I doing?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How is Mama?